And good evening and welcome to Jackson, Tennessee, where tonight we'll see a first-class baseball contest between the O'Fallon Hoots out of Missouri and the Jackson Rockabillys from Jackson, Tennessee. We have Coach Joe Holloway here doing this game in place of Alexander Biddling. You can see the umpires and the coaches meeting and lineups being exchanged. And, of course, in the Western Conference and the Southern Division of it, O'Fallon Hoots are 10-9. Jackson Rockabillys are 9-11, so that makes this a very important contest. The overall records for the teams are 27-20 for the O'Fallon Hoots and 26-21 for the Jackson Rockabillys. As far as the second half of the season, 18-17 for the Rockabillys. And of course, we will be getting the starting lineups here in a few moments. But we know that Lucas McGill will be throwing against Sharp. McGill for the O'Fallon team, Sharp for the Rockabillys. Good crowd on hand. This is First Responders Night, and you can get out there. And I'm going to break some news. Tonight, you can get this contest for free. And I know it's on the Rockabillys stream. You go to Rockabillys Facebook page, you can see this game. I believe you can still get the radio broadcast if that's what you want to do. But if you can see the pictures, I would advise seeing the pictures. Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz gives you pictures that very few organizations can. ProspectLeague.com is the best way also to see it, and that is a treat to get this game. And like I said, First Responders Night, people still coming into the stadium, and I believe first responders can get in for $1 tonight. And long time going over the ground rules. Of course, it's 310 down that left field line, 320 down the right field line, 382 to dead center. There is the blue monster and the left field wall. It's about a 20-foot high wall that you have to hit one over. Kind of protects the clubhouse a little bit. You see the coaches break. Great picture there. And of course, we will be working this broadcast for Worthy Road Studios and for the Jackson Rockabillys. Dennis Bastian, the president of the Rockabillys, also general manager. And let's see if we can go down and pick up. And here's
Jackson Rockabillys. In right field, number 3, Ethan Ross. At third base, number 43, Caleb Hall. In center field, number 21, Dalton Rudd. Your designated hitter, number 17, Jackson Bryan. Your catcher, number 16, TJ Rockabillys. And on the mound, number 37, Kason Sharp. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a flyover tonight. We have a special treat. We have the flyover tonight from the Air Evac Light EMS by Air Evac 7. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, and tonight's pilot is Jordan Mack, accompanied by Flight Medic Ross Roberts and Flight Nurse Spencer Thompson. The Air Evac has 8 bases in Western Tennessee, providing emergency air transportation for those ill and injured. So tonight, the Tennessee Army Air National Guard, and Staff Sergeant Josh Webb from Team Section W bring you our national anthem. And our national anthem singer tonight is Special Gift Jay Britt from Landing Lakes, Florida. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, a salute to all of you first responders. We thank you. Jaden.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air can prove through the night that flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And we are ready for action here in the game. Henry Zenar leading off, and I hope I did not get pronunciations. We hope we get those right. And, of course, he comes into this game with 49 hits out of 155 at-bats. He's played in 41 games. Beautiful night for baseball. It had rained earlier in the day here. It has cleared off. It's still partly cloudy. And it's 79 degrees here in Jackson. 81 was the high today. 71 was the low. And we are just about ready for baseball as we see Kason Sharp taking his warm-up tosses. His opponent tonight, Lucas McGill. And we are not long from baseball action. And again, we appreciate the Prospect League and, of course, the Rockabillys for allowing this telecast to go out to everyone, and it can be seen free tonight. ProspectLeague.com will take care of that for you. A couple of more warm-up tosses. Very quickly, King at first base, Blimmer at second, Carter at short, and Carter's hitting .373 for the Rockabillys. At third base is Hall. Rockenbomber is the catcher tonight. McCoy in left, Rudd in center, Rosso in right, and, of course, on the mound is Kason Sharp. Henry Zenar is Leading off, left-handed hitter. He's a freshman at the University of South Carolina upstate. Second pitch line to the third baseman for the first out. Third baseman made a great catch there. That brings up Jack Meyer, number 42, the third baseman. Meyer, 6'3", 205, goes to Lindenwood University. He's a right-handed hitter. Check the feet out at the back of the box. Fairly balanced stance. Weight up on that front foot. Ground ball to the shortstop, Merrick Carter. He's up, shoots it over the first, but the throw pulled the first baseman off the bag, and let's see how they score that one. It is going to be an E6, so a runner at first. Errors have plagued the Rockabillys at times this year. Brings up the right-handed hitting number 4, Brian, the designated hitter. He'll hit from the right side of the plate. He's a senior. Drills one to the third baseman. Hop over to first. And that brings up Andy Nybrugge. There are actually 2 out. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got the tag on him, and I looked down to score it. They flashed the arrow up there. Pitch high for a ball. Here at Rockabilly Stadium, part of a great sportsplex here in Jackson, Tennessee. Breaking ball for a strike. 2 outs in the inning, 1 runner on. Fouled off. Two errors in the inning for the Rockabillys. And they got him. There's the K, the strikeout. No runs, no hits. 2 errors, 1 man left on base at the end of a half inning of play. No score for the Hoots. The Rockabillys coming to bat. Let's take a timeout.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
A damaged electronic device typically costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars to replace. But we're here to show you that there's a better way. CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. Our knowledgeable technicians have experience working with all types of smartphones, tablets, computers and laptops, MP3 players, gaming consoles, and even other electronic gadgets like drones and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
And we are back here ready for the bottom of the first. Ethan Rosso Jackson Blimmer and Merrick Carter, and we told you earlier Carter hitting .373 for the Rockabillys. Of course, to recap that, Zenar lined out to third. Meyer reached on an error by the shortstop. He was picked off at first. Byrne reached first on an error by the third baseman, and Nybrugge struck out looking. Lucas McGill comes in with actually only one appearance, no stats to speak of. Here's a pitch fouled off. Rosso 5'10", 195. Just completed his junior baseball season. His hometown is New Lenox, Illinois. And the count 0-2. Drilled to left field, but just foul. And, I mean, it was fouled by maybe a couple of millimicrons. Ethan Rosso, the right fielder. Gardner-Webb University. Missing, runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Or actually, it was fouled off. I looked down, missed that one, so it's still 0-2. There's a swinging strikeout, so you see him throw it around. Both pitchers now with 1 strikeout. Brings up the left-handed hitting Jackson Blimler, the second baseman. And that one right on that corner, they say, for a strike. Brimler wears number 7. He's from the University of Illinois, Springfield. He's a junior. Hits left, throws right, and another strike. So far, Lucas McGill has been sharper than attack. That one way outside. Was it a temptation pitch, or did he just hold it a little long and throw it outside? 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. To the plate missing, as that one was outside. Merrick Carter on deck. He'll be the third hitter in this inning. That one high. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the first in Jackson, Tennessee. Center fielder shading the hitter a little bit to right field. Here's one drilled into left center field. It'll get down for a base hit, and the Rockabillys have their first runner on, and that is Blimler. And that brings up the dangerous Merrick Carter, the shortstop. He's out of the University of Alabama, Huntsville, a sophomore. 6'2", 195. Hits left, throws right. Handles the bat quite well. This would you expect out of your third hitter in the lineup. That one gets that outside corner. Short lead at first. Here's one drill, but is it going to stay up in the air too long? Yes, it does. The center fielder's got it for the out, the second out of the inning. Those scoring at home, you put 8 and put a 2 for the second out. That brings up the cleanup hitter, number 36, Stan King, first baseman. Stan hits left and throws left. He's from Arizona Christian University. Everybody at normal depth with the first baseman holding on. This pitch drilled out into left center field. It looks like it's going to get down off the wall. 1 run streaking towards the plate. King striding into second, and the Rockabillys have taken a 1-0 lead on an RBI double by Stan King. Scoring from first, Jackson Blimler, who has good speed, and that will bring up the 5th place hitter in the lineup, Jackson McCoy, out in left field tonight. Of course, McCoy from the Southern Illinois University at Carbondale. Right-handed hitter, slightly open stance. Check that out in the good shots that we have. And there's a strike. Christopher Reason's directing and producing this broadcast. Paul Schulze, executive producer here. Billy Boland down on the main camera. Here's the pitch. And another strike. 0-2 the count. Now, one thing, we have gotten 2 solid hits, we being the Rockabillys, in this inning. Produced 1 run. And they're going to punch him out. You took it. That's a backwards K in your scorebook for the 3rd out of the inning. But 1 run was scored on 2 hits. 1 man left on base with no errors. Score at the end of 1 inning of play. The Rockabillys 1 and the Hoots nothing. Let's take a timeout on the Prospect League TV.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Welcome back to Rockabilly Baseball for the 2nd inning on Prospect League TV. Last inning, Rosso struck out. Blimler singled to left center. Carter flied out to center, and King doubled an RBI in. And the first hitter up will be Kyle Byrne, the left fielder. Fouled off down the first baseline. They'll let it go, and there'll be a young man pick it up down the baseline. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. Rockenbomber, the catcher, blocks it, brings it back to the pitcher. McCoy in left, Rudd in center, Rosso in right. Right on that outside corner. Both pitchers working the outside corners well tonight. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Sharp's pitch, missing outside. Outfield is straight away. Infield at normal depth. Third baseman back, not expecting bunt. Slightly open stance by the hitter. You'll see him stride towards the pitcher. This one fouled off. Out of play, a souvenir. Cell phone repair right there. Foul ball. And you see the Prospect League TV. Great graphics here by Worthy Road Studios. Way outside. Of course, goes to Drury University. Here's one hit to left field. Left fielder on his horse, making a nice running catch, is Jackson McCoy. So 1 out in the inning. And number 17 striding to the plate, Tyler Lang, the catcher. Lang goes to the University of the South Carolina Upstate. I believe they have, the Hoots have a couple of players from there. Sharp's pitch popped up high out into the outfield. Drifting over the right fielder, Rosso, and he makes the catch, so 2 quick outs. And it brings up Maury Weaver, the second baseman. He's a right-handed hitter. Looks like he has good speed. First pitch on the way, and that's right down Main Street. Mississippi Valley State University. Slightly open stance. Ground ball hit up the middle. It'll get through for the first base hit. They've had runners on, they being the Hoots, with errors. This is a single for Weaver. I would say he is a threat to steal. Let's see if they try to get him into scoring position with the first hit. And that's going to bring up the shortstop. Aristolte. Pitching out of the stretch now. First baseman holding on. They throw over there. I think the Rockabillys sensed the same thing that I did. Stolte wears number 16. And the pitch is a ball. You saw that, returned already. We're trying to check on some of these pronunciations. Was not given a pronunciation guide, but we'll do the best, and we apologize if we mix one up here. Outside just a little bit. That one was on a white line, but it was the white line of the batter's box, not the plate. Runner at first takes one more step than he had. See if he's not stealing. That one is inside. Would have been a good pitch to have stolen on. 2 balls, no strikes. Straight away in all fields and a strike. So it's now 3-1 to count. Runner at first. He'll be going with the crack of the bat. Let's see if they send him. No, they're not. And that is strike 2. Got that inside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner will be going as soon as he sees it. First baseman is backed up, so he'll get a good jump at first. Dribbler on the ground to third baseman Hall. Hall comes up underhand, almost toss over to first. 5-3 for the third out of the inning. There were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play. The Rockabillys won and the Hoots nothing. Let's take a timeout on the Prospect League TV network.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination, it's where stories are written, memories in the making.
CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. CPR specializes in cracked screen replacement and repair, water damage, data recovery and transfer, camera repair, battery issues, component replacement, and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
And the public address announcer making me hungry. We have a great concession stand here. It's First Responders Night, and the Rockabillys ready to lead off with Caleb Hall, the third baseman. And you can see he has that open stance too, going against the left-hander, Lucas McGill. And boy, I like that umpire's right hand. He knows how to throw it out there when it is a strike. Second pitch, swinging, strike two, so an 0-2 count very quickly. Sharp has thrown 24 pitches through 2 innings, which is not a bad count. Here's one hit on the ground. The shortstop picks it up, shoots it over to first, and you get the right hand on it. Nice pickup by the first baseman. Nybrugi did a good job of picking up the shortstop's throw. So 1 out in the inning, and that brings up Dalton Rudd, the fine center fielder for the Rockabillys. And he hits one out deep to center field. Will it get over the center fielder's head? Yes. He's got 2, and he'll be able to stand up as they throw it to the shortstop. And so a runner in scoring position. Rudd at second with the double with 1 out brings up the designated hitter, Jackson Bryan from Trevecca Nazarene University. Deep in that right-handed batter's box. Balanced stance. Here's the pitch. This will be a base hit to right field, should score the run in that right center field gap. And they'll hold the runner at first, but 2 runs have now scored as Rudd crosses the plate. So 2 hits again in this inning. That'll put Jackson Bryan at first. When TJ Rockabomber, the catcher, comes up to the plate, wears number 16, plays out of Emporia State, left-handed hitter. Only 1 out now. They're looking for 2. They say that one just missed. Infield's at double play depth. Right and center, right and left field are straight away. You'll see that in a good shot. Good center field shot here. Just missing. Lucas McGill wearing number 20. According to the stats I was given, this is his second appearance. Here's the pitch. Got that corner. Boy, that was a nice pitch there. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Runner at first. Rockabillys have plated 2, 1 in each inning, that one high. Runs the count to 3-1. That'll make it a hitter's count. Lefty against lefty. TJ Rockabomber up there at the plate. This one hit to left field. It's going to be fair. It was fair by about a foot. And it should put runners at second and third. They're going to send him home. Here's the relay to the plate, and it gets away from the catcher. The runner is safe, and the runner. So we'll score that one a double. And the third run of the game is in, second in this inning. And he advanced to third. We'll see if they call an error on that, or is that just one of those that kind of got away. But Rockenbomber, the catcher, now at third, and coach is out to talk to his young pitcher, Lucas McGill. I know in some ballparks they play the Jeopardy music right now. Prospect League Baseball, very respective again here on the First Responders Night. Got Logan's Roadhouse special night tomorrow night. Later, some more promotions, the UT night. I think they may have some UT tickets. There's a runner at third in scoring position with one out. Brasso coming up to plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time up there. The right-handed hitter steps in there, gets a ball. And oh, swinging at that high one. It looks like a beach ball coming up there, but if it rises, it is really, really hard to hit. 1-1 the count. Runner on third. McGill comes to the plate. Fouled off to the right side. And another cell phone repair foul ball. One ball, two strikes. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Let's see if the first baseman's got a chance. Dives for it, and he got it. So Rosso fouls out to the first baseman, and you got to give Nybrugge credit. He did not give up on that one. 2 outs in the inning. The Rockabillys say, man, it'd be a shame to leave that runner at third. And that brings up Jackson Blimler, who had a single his first time up and scored. Blimler hits left-handed, but he hit the lefty quite well a while ago. Here's the pitch. McGill's pitch fouled off. Lucas McGill, youngster, freshman on the mound. That one fouled off towards the pavilion area. Make a great souvenir for some of those young people down there. Tell you what, Rockenbomber got a good jump getting up the line, but he was cautious. Third baseman wasn't moving over there, so nothing really happening. 1-1 the count after that pitch. This one in the air. Let's see if they can get there quick enough. And no, this one's going to fall in the third run of the inning, the fourth, and Jackson Blimler is 2 for 2. You can't beat that. This brings up Merrick Carter. He flied out to center field his last time up. Wears number 1. Carter also hits left-handed, foot back by the chalk dust of the left-handed hitter's batter's box with a runner on second and 2 outs. That one wide, kind of a crossfire type pitch. McGill has 1 strikeout in the game, but he's also now given up 4 runs. Outside, ball 2. Good speed down at second base in Blimler. This one fouled off. Good cut at it. Got a little more under it than he probably would have liked to. McGill to Carter. Low. It may have been over the edge of that plate, but it was low. 3 balls, 1 strike, a runner on second, 2 outs. Center fielder shading right field a little more. Here's one back up the middle, hits the pitcher. He will pick it up, but could not handle it. And good aggressive base running to the plate and safe. Coming in from second with super aggressive base running, Jackson Blimler. I'm sure they'll score to hit, but I am not the final say. We've got one of the great scorers in the Prospect League here. They have not flashed anything yet, or I may have been looking down. They're going to check the pitcher out, as they should. And I tell you what, we're going to give Merrick Carter a single. We can go back and change it, but they have not put an error or anything up there, so there may be, and if he is hurt, the pitcher will have unlimited time to warm up. Now, he had been throwing some anyway because this was a rough inning. And I'll tell you what, while we get ready to close the book, let's take a quick timeout on Prospect League baseball.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
And we are back. We'll try to pick up the new pitcher. Should have it here in just a moment. Lucas McGill looks like he's going to go 1.2 innings, give up 7 hits. And we'll check their roster and see who the new pitcher is. Christian Harvey has come into the ball game. McGill gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 of them earned. Did not walk anybody. So the new pitcher is number 8, Christian Harvey. And we'll get him logged into the book here. Right-handed pitcher. Shawnee Community College. He's right-handed hitter, right-handed thrower. 6'1" and 195. Coming out of his sophomore year. Don't think we have any stats here on him. Tomorrow night's bingo night here at the ballpark. Also, Logan's Roadhouse night. And just about ready for Stan King, the first baseman, who had an RBI back in the first inning. Runner trying to steal. It's going to get away, but he had that base stolen successfully anyway. Merrick Carter's at second in scoring position for Stan King with 2 outs. Christian Harvey now your pitcher. Stan King, left-handed hitter, 1 for 1. Outfield straightaway in right and left, shading slightly towards right in center field. Swinging strike, 1-1 the count. Shortstop will be the man that will try to hold the runner on. He will play some games with him, different kinds. Haven't seen Harvey's pickoff move, so we're not sure of it. Here's the pitch. It's inside, and I'm going to tell you what, Merrick Carter had a big lead down at second that time. Good shot from the center field camera. You see the shortstop there. And the pitch. Just missing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second with 2 outs. Rockabillys with the lead. Swinging strike 2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Boy, King right there on that white line at the back of the box. Harvey's pitch to the plate. Ball 4. First walk of the night. King will go to first. There'll be runners at first and second with 2 outs. Brings up Jackson McCoy, who struck out his last time up there. He's the left fielder. He'll bat right-handed. A hit could mean 1. An extra base hit could possibly mean 2. That one outside. They throw down to second. Gets away, but the shortstop pounces all over it. Good play by him. Rockabillys would have loved to have seen it rolled a little further. Straight away in all the outfield spots. Normal depth other than the second and short a little bit. See who's holding on. They back off. His second baseman was playing the games in is what I call it. Trying to keep that runner close. Shorten the lead he gets so he can't score. We'll change baseballs. If my figure's right, go through about $16,000 worth of baseballs in a summer in the Prospect League, or at least here for the Rockabillys. 2 balls, no strike count. Here's the dribbler, foul. They get 2-1. Jackson McCoy would love to atone here in the second for the strikeout back in the first. Slightly open stance, the pitch on its way, hit out the left field. Back, off the wall. Center fielder will have to chase it down. 1 run at the plate. Stan King is like a sprinter going to the plate, and it's going to be a triple for Jackson McCoy, and he did atone for that. And that caused me, the Jacks have batted around, or the Rockabillys. I'll say Jacks every once in a while. I used to do some Diamond Jack baseball here. And it looks like is that the pitching coach or the head mentor coming out there for the team. McCoy's at third. Merrick Carter scored, and the Stanley Steamer himself, Stan King, all the way from first base. 7 runs in. And, of course, you may can hear it, may not. Public address announcer announcing Lane College night I believe that is either on the 27th or 28th. I'll look that up for you. But don't forget about the UT football ticket night, too. And big night. Conference is short. Umpire didn't even have to go out there. Harvey would like to get out of this. Didn't want to give up that triple. I'll move over, and that brings up the man that led this inning off, Caleb Hall. A lot of this damage was done after there were 2 outs. Pitch outside for a ball. It's been a long inning. Hall grounded out to the shortstop, then Rudd doubled to center field. Ryan singled to right center, RBI, getting Rudd in. The second pitch just outside. The catcher, Rockenbomber, doubled and advanced to third. Brian scored, and that pitch is a strike. Rosso popped out, so you've got 2 outs in the inning, and then the bottom fell out. Blimler doubled, scoring a run. That pitch inside. 3-1 the count. Harvey came in to pitch for Gill. And here's another walk. This is the second walk. So Caleb Hall on it first. Runners at first and third. McCoy over there after the triple. Brings up Dalton Rudd, the center fielder from Murray State University. They were running on the pitch, and it is drilled for an out. That'll end the inning, but it was a big, productive inning. And you've got the Rockabillys leading 7-0. Let's take a timeout on Prospect League TV.
If you're looking to upgrade your device without breaking the bank, CPR can help you with that as well. Our stores carry a wide variety of certified pre-owned tablets, laptops, and smartphones, including all of the latest Apple and Samsung models. Financing is available for qualified customers. Our Y-certified technicians are ready to assist you. And our limited lifetime warranty is the best in the industry. And with hundreds of stores across the U.S., you never have to look far for fast, efficient electronic device repair. CPR. We save your mobile life.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
And as you see, we are back at Rockabillys Stadium. BallGame Blitz bringing you this, part of Worthy Road Studios. Jackson 7-0 over O'Fallon. O'Fallon here in the top of the third will bring up Brady Kuhn, the center fielder from Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. First pitch is a strike. I'll tell you what, Carson Sharp has been sharp. If I'm correct, that's his 25th pitch. Ball outside, evens the count at 1-1. Straight away in the outfield, normal depth in the infield. Pitch outside. Brady Kuhn, the center fielder, hits ninth in this order. Zenor will be the next hitter after him. They say that one got that inside corner. even though it made him back up just a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. We're in the top of the third here in Jackson, Tennessee. That one fouled off. The O'Fallon Hoots from Missouri against the Jackson, Tennessee Rockabillys. Come on out, enjoy fine prospect league action. The 2-2 pitch, again, fouled off. Nice piece of hitting. The longer you can stay up there, the better chance. Runs that old pitch count up a little bit. Thought before the ball game, as game day host, I guess you'd call him, our GM and president of the club, Dennis Bastian did a really great job with pregame ceremonies. And the hitter walks. Puts a runner on first. Zenner, who was out his first time, lined to the third baseman. 0 for 1. He hits left-handed from the University of South Carolina upstate. And the runner's going, and he had a jump. Even though the catcher dropped the ball, wasn't any reason to throw. Had too good of a jump. You could almost see with his footwork. Watch the way the weight when we get a first base shot. Of course, some great camera shots, great shots from center field. Runner in scoring position now with no outs. And this young man, they don't get him back, he'll take off again in another pitch too. This one lined to left field. And the left fielder, Jackson McCoy, does a great job of getting that one for the first out. Yes. Hey, take a look at the dog park on that picture. My dog wanted to come out here the other night, but I was up here in the box, and I don't think the guys would want him. But that's a great place for dogs to enjoy a ball game. Yep, that is, if my good friend Paul Schultze, our executive producer, says, that is the real cheap seats out there. And they don't charge you a nice stop by the catcher. They don't charge you to get into that area out there. You got to have a dog with you, though. Got to have the pup. Now, they had a dog night that you could bring your dog into the regular stadium, get him a seat or her a seat. Fouled off. Jack Meyer at the plate. Meyer was on by an error and then got picked off. Runner at second with 1 out. Meyer, the right-handed hitter, back in the back of the box. His foot right on that chalk line. Curveball hit to the right side. It'll advance the runner, but it'll be second baseman Blimler over to King at first for the second out. Scored 4-3. Brings up Bryan, the hitter, Curtis Bryan. Got a runner in scoring position. Now pass ball, error, base hit will get that young man home. Also a wild pitch. No shortage of air conditioning tonight in the press box. Out of the stretch, Kason Sharp trying to keep his shutout going. That pitch low. Straight away again in the outfield. That outfield is McCoy, Rudd, and Rosso. Here's the pitch. Goff down the left field line, but way in foul territory. A lot of power that time by Curtis Bryan. Or actually, that is Jack. No, they've still got Jack Meyer up there. This has got to be Bryan because there's 2 outs. And that's what I get for reading the computer. Is only 1 out. Here's the pitch. Did he go around? They say yes, a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brian is up there. I was right. The computer and the scoreboard was wrong out there for the Hoots. Brian is up there. This one fouled off. It'll get out of play up on the screen. We'll wait for it to roll down a little bit. Bat boy will get it when it rolls off that screen. Good protective screen there. Here it comes down. You can see it. Bat boy always hustling. He does a good job. Number 4 for the Hoots, Curtis Bryan. Just missing outside. And any mistake I've made with names, I can blame the computer legitimately, or they didn't have Brian's name spelled right there. Got him. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base at the end of 2 1/2 innings of play. The Rockabillys have a 7-0 lead over the Hoots on the Prospect League Network. Let's take that time out.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
Back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let me adjust my mic just a little bit. Christian Harvey on for his 2nd inning of work. Rockabillys should be sending to the plate Jackson Bryan, the designated hitter. TJ Rockerbomber, the catcher, hitting 2nd this inning, and Ethan Rosso hitting 3rd. We're in the top of the 3rd, or bottom of the 3rd, actually. Playing this hitter straight away. Fouled off. Jackson Bryan, we told you from Trevecca Nazarene, he's a redshirt junior. He is DHing tonight. Catching is his normal trade or position. This one hit. It's going to hang up in the air. Diving, let's see if he made the catch. No, he did not. It is going to be a base hit. Nice effort by the left fielder, Byrne. So Bryan is on here in the 3rd with a hit. TJ Rockerbomber, had a hit his last time up. Has an RBI on the night. That pitch is high. Need to get out to the ballpark. Fun at the ballpark. There's a pitch outside. Lots of things going here for the Rockabillys. Of course, the Rockabillys have 7 runs on 9 hits. They have committed 2 errors. Only 1 hit for the O'Fallon Hoots. And a strike. A nice pitch there by Christian Harvey. He has not struck out anybody yet. That pitch outside. Sharp has 2 strikeouts. Kason Sharp, who's pitching for the Rockabillys. 3-1 pitch. And he walks. So he's been on base both times. Only one official plate appearance now. Jackson Bryan advances to second. Ethan Rosso comes up there. Rosso 0 for 2 tonight. Usually a very good hitter. So the right-hander gets in there with that slightly open stance. Looking for something he can hit. And he was going for the downs on that one for strike 1. He was cutting runners at first and second. There are no outs. Infield at double play depth. Straight away in right and left field. Shading slightly towards left and center field. Harvey held it a little long, overthrew it. It was outside. Byrne in left. Kuhn in center. Zenar in right field. Nybrugge at first base. He's deep. He's not holding the runner on because there's 2 on. Fouled off. 1-2 the count. Lang catching. Pitching is Harvey. Trying to work out of a jam. No outs in this inning. Runners at first and second. Outside. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 runners on, and if we had 2 outs, which we don't, there are no outs, I could say the deuces are wild, but they're not wild. We only got 3 of the 2s that you need. Here's one on the ground. Could be a double play ball. Shortstop scoops up to second. To first, no, he's safe. So the runner is forced at second. On with a fielder's choice. Runner going to second. Rockin' Bomber. He is forced out. 6-4. That's shortstop to second. Jackson Bryan's at third, so with 1 out, runners at first and third. Holding on at first. Third baseman in a little bit, short and second at double play depth. And they're running Jackson. A swinging strike, and the runner looks safe, and the run will score as they threw through. And now runner at second. Still only 1 out. And the batter is Jackson Blimler. Blimler 2 for 2. The left-hander has had a great night so far. There's an inside strike. A good place to pitch a left-handed hitter. It was down at the knees and very inside. Just got a little bit of that black edge of the plate. So a white plate surrounded by a black edge. And that edge is a strike. That pitch is a ball, missing there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning and a runner at second. Rockabillys leading 8-0. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Rosso at second. Here's the pitch. Swinging strike 3. That's the first time Blimler's been retired on a swinging strikeout for the second out. That'll be Harvey's first strikeout. And it brings up Merrick Carter, who entered this game hitting .373. He had a single his last time up. Carter's 1 for 2. Flied out back in the first to the center fielder. Kuhn making the play on that one. And going for the downs, if he had made contact, we would have been chasing that one down in the next county. So it's a no ball, one strike count to Merrick Carter. Christian Harvey would like to get out of this jam. And that one just snuck in. It looked like it had a little backdoor action on the plate for strike two. So Carter in the hole, 0-2 with 2 outs. Also ready to run at the crack of the bat. Here's the pitch. We'll do it again. 0-2. Great camera work by BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios here tonight. You're on the Prospect League TV network. Here's one popped up. Who's going to take charge? Looks like the shortstop, Stolte does. That's the 3rd out of the inning, but not before the Rockabillys picked up another run. With the score 8-0, Rockabillys over the O'Fallon Hoots. We'll go to the top of the 4th after this timeout on the Prospect League network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We are back for the top of the 4th. Rockabillys leading 8-0. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. The O'Fallon Hoots, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. So they did not chalk that up on that throw that got away with the catcher, and rightfully so. Andy Nybrugge, the first baseman, coming up to hit. Trying to get some runs. Jason Sharp has been sharp for the Rockabillys. That one lined down the third base line. 0-1 now the count. Nybrugge goes to Millikan University. 6'5", 220, bats right-handed, throws right-handed. Open stance. He'll stride towards the plate, as we told you earlier. That one inside. On deck, Kyle Byrne, the left fielder. Sharp's pitch was supposed to be a breaking ball. It broke a little, but it was high. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the top of the 4th. Nybrugge up there, just missing on the outside. A little low also, but close to the plate, close enough. Now, Greg Maddox in the old days of his time with the Braves would have liked to have gotten that pitch, but the umpire is right. Sharp's pitch, and he walked him, and I believe that is his first walk today. 23, Kyle Byrne, the left fielder. Drury University, 6 foot, 180. Bats and throws left. He has an open stance too. Going against Sharp here in the top of the 4th. Pitch outside. 1 run in the first for the Rockabillys, 6 in the second, 1 in the third. O'Fallon Hoots haven't dented the scoreboard yet. They do have a hit. And now Sharp's starting to miss, and Wise catcher goes out and talks to the young man. A couple of steps towards the line is the right fielder, Rosso. Rudd shading right field a little bit out there in center field. McCoy straight away, playing it kind of straight away. He may be a couple of steps off that towards the line a little bit. Infield at double play depth. There's no outs in the inning. 2-0 the score, or two balls, no strikes. That's not the score. It's 8-0 the score. And Sharp having a little bit of trouble right now. Bullpen stirring, but no action for the Rockabillys with an 8-0 lead. The pitch missing again. That will walk him. So walks, and the great legend Dizzy Dean, Hall of Famer, says, oh, those bases on balls, and they will come back and haunt you. Stepping in there, 0 for 1 tonight, flied to right field is Tyler Lang, the catcher. Again, that open stance. Pops it up. Outfielders communicate. Right fielder comes on, takes it. He's got the better angle to throw. It needs to be cut off. And you have to hit those cutoff men, which they did. And, folks, it's all about throwing angle. If your center fielder takes that when his momentum is going away and can't make the throw to third, and the runner at second would have tagged up. So it was good to let the right fielder handle it. He would have been in perfect lineup to throw to the third baseman. Maury Weaver, the second baseman, who singled. He has the only hit for the Hoots. These two teams will go at it again tomorrow night. Steve Beverly will be bringing you the call. He's normally Alexander's backup. Pitch outside. I'm normally on the cheap seats at the local News Talk station, News Talk 101.5 WNWS, along with Jamie Parker, better known as Seabass. Matter of fact, the Seabass gave away 4 tickets today, so some lucky fan could come out here. There's a shot down the first, getting back in there, throws a little lower, but from the knees, a great throw by Rockenbomber. And that's our station has working agreement with the Rockabillys out here. And just glad we could bring you this ball game. What great pictures you get here. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Count 2-0. That one a strike. I like the way that umpire does that. Good man. Maury Weaver 1 for 1 tonight at the plate. He'd like to add to his total. Sharp would like to get him out. This one hit into center field. Center fielder says, I got it. That time he could. It was close enough. Nobody ran on him. 2 outs in the inning. There's Stolte coming up there from Mississippi Valley State University. He's got some speed, too. Grounded out third to first his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Everybody straight away. Infield back at normal depth. This one is over to the pitcher, and you see it. Easy enough. 1-3 for the third out. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 men left on base, and at the end of 3 1/2 innings of play, the Rockabillys are leading the Hoots 8-0. Let's take a timeout on the Prospect League Network.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Back and look at that beautiful sky and shot by the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios, Prospect League Baseball and TV. You can't get better shots, and you can see the hand of God in that great picture. Man, I just want to sit back and enjoy it instead of calling the game. But we've got a game. It'll be the bottom of the fourth. .34 coming into the ball game. Wyatt Brown. Rockabillys. And it looks like Stan King will be the first hitter up there. Now, Wyatt Brown, your pitcher, wears 34. He's from Lakeland College. King 1 for 1 coming into this inning. He has scored a run. He also walked back in the second. Breaking ball gets in there. Oh, 0-2 the count now. Harvey left. He got 1.1 innings in, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. Both runs were earned. There is a, boy, that's a quick exit for Stan. He usually doesn't have that. He struck out for the first out of the inning. Jackson McCoy coming up there. Jackson McCoy 1 for 2 wearing number 0, plays left field, has had one outstanding catch tonight. There's a strike. Southern Illinois is the pride of Southern Illinois University Carbondale. Breaking ball, and that one was a dandy too. McCoy 1 for 2, but he's in the hole. And making short work of it again was the pitch by Wyatt Brown. 2 strikeouts in the inning. That brings up with no runners on and 2 outs, Caleb Hall, the third baseman. Caleb's 0 for 1, but he walked back in the second. We'll try to get something started here. There's the big overhand curve there you see by Brown. Good shot of him. Big, tall, rangy fellow. He's 6'3", 185. That one gets away from the catcher, but it was outside. There's our hard-working bat boy coming to get the ball from the first base dugout, bat boy. And that's where the O'Fallon Hoots are. Here's the pitch. And they check it, and they say no. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ooh, a swinging strike for the second strike. Window's starting to fog up here. It is so cold in this press box. And a swinging strike 3, and Wyatt Brown has struck out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. And at the end of 4 innings of play, it's the Rockabillys 8 and the Hoots nothing. Let's take a timeout on the Prospect League Network.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
A damaged electronic device typically costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars to replace. But we're here to show you that there's a better way. CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. Our knowledgeable technicians have experience working with all types of smartphones, tablets, computers and laptops, MP3 players, gaming consoles, and even other electronic gadgets like drones and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
We've been through 4 full innings. Rockabillys leading in this one on First Responders Night. Leading off for the O'Fallon Hoots will be Brady Kuhn, the center fielder, wearing number 29. He'll be followed by Henry Zenor. The right fielder wears number 14, and Jack Meyer, number 42. Kuhn 0 for 0, or he's not had an official plate appearance. He walked his first trip to the plate. Comes up here in the top of the 5th. Pop that one up. Second baseman says, I got it, but the right fielder calls him off and takes it. Good communication by the Rockabillys out there, with Rosso taking it. 1 out in the inning. Henry Zenor, 0 for 2 today. I know he's a good leadoff man. He wears 14, hits left-handed. He'd like to get on base and get something started for his team. Sharp has been sharp. I've said that about one too many times, getting a little cliche. But good job by him. He has 2 strikeouts on the night. Kason Sharp started the inning with 57 pitches. This one, will it get through? Is it a C&I single? Great play by the second baseman, Blimner, but it comes up and the throw is low. I'm going to temporarily score a base hit. We'll see what they do, but that's what the Hoots wanted, is a runner on first. And so far it is a hit. They can go back and review these tapes later. Meyer comes up with a runner on first and 1 out. Meyer, right-handed hitter. Sharp out of the stretch, and he hasn't had to do that a whole lot. Did walk a couple of the last inning. Right down Main Street for strike 1. Jack Meyer 0 for 2 tonight. Pitched low. Meyer from Lindenwood University, 6'3", 205, so he can drive it. Here's Sharp's pitch. Blocked by the catcher, gets away. And Sharp is starting to miss a little bit. And there is action in the Rockabillys bullpen. Runner on first. 1 out in the top of the 5th. Outfield straight away. Hit towards right field. Will it get down and fair? It does. The right fielder Rosso's got it. They hold the runner as a good throw into the relay man. So Meyer, who looked like a good hitter coming in, even though he was 0 for 2, he's on with a base hit. He's at second. Zenar at third, and this is the biggest threat. Here comes the coach out for the Rockabillys. And they're calling out some winners here. Would love to be able to see if I could read the coach's lips and what he's saying. It's nice. It's constructive. Maybe even saying something he's done, and they're checking, are you a little tired? And Chris, if you get a chance, check the pitches. Chris can see the pitches a little easier than I can, how many he's thrown. 64. Wow. Not many, but this could be a long outing here. Long conference. This one's by time for a warm-up pitcher. Infield will not come in for this one. Outfield will play the next hitter, which is Curtis Byrne, the designated hitter, who's 0 for 2 tonight. They'll play straight away. Infield wants to knock it down, not let it get through, but it looks like they're going to give up a run for an out. First baseman deep. Sharp will pitch out of the stretch to try to keep that lead down by the third base runner. And I believe Billy Boland, just our great cameraman who gets a break, he'll do a little produce. He just walked in with a feast over there. Holy cow. And, well, our concessions are great here at the ballpark. Still got some games that you can come out to Rockabilly Stadium, see this fine Prospect League team. You got these two teams will go at it again tomorrow night. 1 ball, no strike the count. Ryan up there. He's the DH. Shortstop got, now they're going to look like call a balk. I thought they might. So Zenar scores. Meyer will advance to third. Curtis Bryan up there. Wears 4, hits right-handed. Runner at third, 1 run in. It's now 8-1. Two balls, 1 strike the count. This could be Sharp's last inning. Breaking ball hit to center. Let's see if they'll tag the runner. Throw comes into the second baseman. 2 runners are home. Sac fly for Byrne. Center fielder, Rudd with the put out. 2 outs in the inning. 2 runs in. Andy Nybrugge up there. Nybrugge 0 for 1. Now remember, Zenar scored on a balk. Let me recap this inning so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Kuhn flied out to start the inning. Zenar singled. Advanced to second. There's a pitch for a strike, 1-1. Meyer doubled to right field. Zenar advanced to third. Zenar scored on a balk. Meyer, of course, advances on that balk. And then there was a sacrifice fly. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, no runners on. I hear the great Larry Lewis, one of the great officials of all time, in the background. 3-1, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Big, strong cleanup man up there. And they call a strike. Umpires do not like it when you walk away. Milligan University. Or Milliken, I need to separate that from Milligan. It's in Johnson City, Tennessee. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners on. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Blimmer blocks it, goes to first. That ends the inning, but not before there were 2 runs scored on 2 hits. There was a balk and a sacrifice fly at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play. It's 8-2 in favor of the Rockabillys over the Hoots. Let's take that timeout on the Rockabillys Network and the Prospect League TV.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
And we are back here to get everything adjusted. Big inning that time for the Hoots. Rockabillys will bring up to the plate Dalton Rudd, Jackson Bryan, and TJ Rockabauer. I'll get it right. Dalton Rudd wearing number 21. Here's Brown's first pitch, and he likes that curveball. It missed that time, but he's got a dandy curve. Came on in relief. Here's one hit on the ground to the second baseman. Weaver's up over to the first. And that will retire Rudd. 1 out in the inning. Jackson Bryan, the DH, coming up there. He's 2 for 2 tonight. He's had a big night. Oh, and 1 the count now after that pitch. Wyatt Brown, 1.1 innings pitched. He didn't give up any earned runs. Struck out 3 in that last inning. There's another strike. He knows where that plate is. Didn't walk anybody. Came into this inning with a total of 16 pitches thrown. Oh, and 2 the count. And a swinging strike 3, and this young man is mowing him down. That's his 4th strikeout. Two outs in the inning. Number 16, TJ Rockabauer. 1 for 1 on the night. He did walk his last plate appearance. Had a double back in the second. You could hear the crack of the bat, and you could also see it fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Rockabillys. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Hoots. Outside. Top of the order would be next in the Ethan Rosso. 3 balls, 1 strike to count with 2 outs, no runners on. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Rockabillys leading 8-2. Straight away in right and left. Here's the pitch. Walked him, and there's a runner now at first with 2 outs. Rosso coming up there. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded into a force out at second. He would dearly love to aid the cause right here. And after striking out 4, the first walk by Wyatt Brown. That pitch is inside for a ball. Holding it first, infield at normal depth. Pitch outside, the catcher steps out a little bit. May have had a couple of words of encouragement for his hurler, Wyatt Brown, who has been pretty sharp. As a matter of fact, I want to say that's the first runner he has put on base. Pitch low and outside possibly. We know it was low. 3-0 the count. Ethan Rosso would love to get on by any means necessary. There's a strike. Like that umpire, he likes to throw that right hand out there, but does a good job. It's very visible. Good mechanics. And the pitch, swinging strike 2. So it'll be 3-2 with 2 outs. The runner at first will be going with the pitch. Window has kind of frosted over here, but that's all right. Fun at the old ballpark. It's a walk, and you saw him going at first. So there are 2 runners on, both by walks. Rockenbomber is at second. Jackson Blimmer up there wearing number 7, struck out his last time up there, but he's 2 for 3 on the night, and he would love a base hit here. So would all of the great Rockabilly fans. Pitch high. Catcher will go out there wisely. We'll check down and there is activity. People moving around, somebody going to the warm-up mound for the Hoots. Don't forget, tomorrow is Logan's night. It's also bingo night here at the ballpark. As Harry Carey used to say, there's nothing like fun at the old ballpark. And Rockabilly Stadium is a place with a lot of fun. Oh, I don't know what that's all about. Wow. Paul just giving out money all over the place. Paul Schultz, our executive director, producer. Now the umpires are going to conference a little bit. This is good umpiring when you see a great shot there by our Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz crew. And I was blocked out of the signal. My windows are starting to frost over completely. I think we're going to open up a meat market and here. And Chris has turned it off, but And the trouble is I can't wipe the window off because it's on the outside pane. These are double glassed windows. Anyway, we're having fun here tonight, bringing you baseball. Steve Beverly will be with you tomorrow night, and then regular man Alexander Biddling. There's a swing and a miss. Blemler singled. He scored twice. He's 2 for 3 tonight. And Billy helped me out with that one. That's probably what I should have done. And a swinging strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. I was so focused on the game, I forgot which window Chris told me not to open. Billy is smarter than I am. Just missing. Boy, that was one of those you held your breath in both dugouts, hoping to get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The deuces are wild. I get to say it finally tonight. A lot of times they ring a little bell over in the scoring booth. They did when this was minor league baseball here. Curveball misses outside, tried to backdoor it, but it wouldn't come in, and the curve has been effective for Wyatt Brown, but not on that one. So the merry-go-round will start here. With the pitch, the runners will be digging for the next base, possibly even to score. And we'll do it again. So we'll get that old merry-go-round ride going one more time. Jackson Blemler up there at the plate. The pride of the University of Illinois Springfield, where he's a junior, 5'9", 170. Hits in the second slot for the Rockabillys. Here's the pitch. And they punch him out. They say it was a strike. That is the 5th strikeout by Brown. 2 runners are left. No runs, no hits, 2 left on. End of 5. It's 8-2. Let's take a timeout on the Prospect League Network.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination. It's where stories are written, memories in the making.
CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. CPR specializes in cracked screen replacement and repair, water damage, data recovery and transfer, camera repair, battery issues, component replacement, and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
We are back here. Billy Boland will take over producing for a few moments. We try to give all of our credit. Great push-up contest going on down there on the field. This will be the top of the 6th. The O'Fallon Hoots, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. And, of course, for the Jackson Rockabillys, 8 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors. Looks like Kyle Byrne, or Bryan, actually it's Kyle Bryan, will lead off, the left fielder, followed by Lang and Weaver. That is Bryan, not Byrne. I'm going to help some people with their spelling. Look at them go. They're still pushing up. Wow. Stepping in is Brian from Drury University. Pitch outside. Kason Sharp has gone 5 innings, starts off the 6th here. One and one now the count. Sharp has given up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them earned, walked 3. Got a slight delay here. And the pitch, it looked like a dandy, and it was. It was a strike. 1-1 the count. Kason Sharp on the mound. He's gone all the way so far for the Rockabillys. This one fouled off. Brian had a good, healthy cut, got under it just a little bit, fouled it off to the left. Outfield straight away. Infield at normal depth here in the top of the 6th. Getting ready for the 1-2 pitch from Sharp. It's on its way. Swinging strike 3. That is the first out of the inning. And if I'm not mistaken, that is 3 strikeouts for Sharp. We'll double check it here. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, 3 strikeouts. It's going to bring up Tyler Lang, the catcher. Lang 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch, a ball. Sharp kicks, fires, and it's a strike. 1-1 the count. Everybody at normal depth. Outfield straight away. King, Blimmer, Carter, and Hall, the infield. There's one hit out into the outfield, giving chase the right fielder, and brings it down. And another good effort by Ethan Rosso. 2 outs. And this brings up Maury Weaver. Weaver is 1 for 2 tonight. I believe he had their first hit. Back earlier in the ball game. And again, 2 runs, 3 hits. Nice pitch on the corner. That would have been tough for Weaver or anybody else to handle. The only hope you had was taking it to right field. Slightly open stance. Weaver from Mississippi Valley State University, according to the scoreboard. And yes, they are right. He is a senior. Count 1-2. And the pitch grounded on the ground. Third baseman comes in, shoots across to the first baseman for the 3rd out. Scored 5-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base in the score at the end of 5 1/2 innings of play. The Rockabillys 8 and the Hoots 2. Let's take that time out on the Prospect League TV network.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Great shot by our camera crew right there. Bottom of the 6th inning. Prospect League Baseball on Worthy Road Studios and, of course, the BallGame Blitz, the premier sports network in West Tennessee. Billy Boland directing. Paul Schultze on camera right now, the main camera. It's first responder night in the bottom of the 6th. And the first pitch. This is Merrick Carter up there. Merrick 1 for 3 tonight. There's a strike. And with authority, I like that umpire. Again, the bottom of the 6th here. Here's a little liner. It did hit the ground. Third baseman across to first. Meyer to Nybrugge. And there is one out in the inning. As Carter grounds out, 5-3. The first baseman, Stan King, coming up to bat. Stan from Arizona Christian. He can pitch a little bit too. He's 6 foot, weighs 215, hits left-handed. Also throws that way. Trying to backdoor a strike in there with a breaking ball that didn't quite get back to the plate in time, so it's a 1-ball, no strike count. Infield at normal depth, out in the outfield, shading Stan to right field, the center fielder. Right fielder over a step or so. Another swinging strike. It's 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike. Brown has gotten a lot of swinging strikes. He's got 5 strikeouts tonight. The pitch. Just low. Another one of those that you hold your breath, and sometimes as a hitter you say, Lord, let it be a little low. 3-1 the count. Coming with the Von Ryan Express. Brown walks him, though. King will trot down to first. Bringing up Jackson McCoy. McCoy had a big triple earlier in the night. He's 1 for 3. 1 out in the inning. Infield at double play depth now. Outfield straight away. You see the open stance. Watch the front foot come towards the pitcher when the ball's delivered. Kind of picked the leg up, not quite as high as Dick McAuliffe in the major leagues, or Sadahara, always swinging strike there. No ball, 1 strike count. Hoots looking for the double play here. And they got maybe a little slow to turn to. They'll have to go to first with it. And he is safe. Let's see, they're going to score it a hit. Here comes the third baseman, Caleb Hall. Hall is 0 for 2 tonight. He's played impressively at third base. Struck out his last time up. Walked back in the second. Very open stance. Watch how he closes it down to hit. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Still looking for that double play, the Hoots are. Nice curveball. That one had a little breaking to it. Also, it was a little bit of an off-speed curveball. Pitch way outside. Watch release points, how long pitchers hold the ball for both teams. A lot to be learned. You see a good shot of the runner taking a lead at first, not being held on since there's a runner at second. Outside again. And some people might say with this young man, Brown, falling off to the right side, you could possibly drop a bunt down, make the third baseman try to field it, and could have a hit, but I think he's swinging away. Fouled off. That'll even the count at 2-2. 2 runners on, but not 2 outs. Only 1 out in this inning. Rockabillys would like to plate a couple of more runs. No lead is safe. Not unless Nolan Ryan or Sandy Koufax or somebody like that's on the mound. See if the catcher held it. And he did. That'll count as the 6th strikeout. So Caleb Hall strikes out for the 2nd out. Runners at first and second with number 21, the center fielder, advancing to the plate, Dalton Rudd. He's had a good catch or two tonight. Rudd 1 for 3. And again, the big open stance. Watch the front leg come towards the pickup. And the umpire says, a little low, gentlemen. What a great shot you got there from Worthy Road Studios. You could actually call the game with never looking at the field just from our camera work. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Or is it a pass ball? He swung at it. They're going to say it was not a foul ball. It is. Pitcher questioning the umpire a little bit, but it actually turns into a wild pitch or a pass ball. We'll have to see how they score it officially. Runners move up to third and to second. Dalton Rudd up there with a chance to help his team with a 1-1 count. 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch. And a strike. The runner had a good lead at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The pitch drilled. Will the shortstop get to it in time? Goes to first, throws it away, but it was probably a base hit anyway. 1 run has scored, that being Stan King. And you'll have runners at first and third. And they're going to flash the big E up there on the scoreboard. That'll be E6, but a runner at first and third, a run in. You know, Warren Spahn said home plate is 17 inches wide. He once told author Roger Kahn, all I asked for were the 2 inches on each corner. The hitters could have the other 13 inches in between. I didn't throw there. They're talking about pitching right now. And the result, for those of you that remember Warren Spahn, the left-handed major league pitcher, has won more games for lefties than anybody else, 363 victories. But he felt like he owned those 2 inches on each side of the plate while they talk it over. There is no action, so they're either just trying to calm the pitcher down, maybe talking about mechanics a little bit, holding the ball too long, overthrowing, something like that. With runners on first and third and 2 outs, Dalton Rudd has advanced to the plate, or that is actually number 17, Jackson Bryant. The PA announcer and I are faster than the scoreboard. Staling second, or attempting to. Let's see if they punch him out. And they say no, so runners at second and third now. 2 runners in scoring position. As Rudd, after getting on with an error, is down there. Jackson Bryan would love to bring him home. Fouls this pitch off. Bryan's 2 for 3 on the night. You wouldn't believe it if I told you what the count that got flashed up here. It's got 1 ball and 3 strikes, and that's not a proper count. I like to watch for little things like that. It's actually 1 and 2 with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes is what I've got. Let's see if they get the count to that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The deuces are wild. The pitch to Brian. Hit on the ground of third baseman. He'll take the crow hop step, gun it over to first, and that will end the inning. But one big run came in. And, of course, that was Meyer to Nybrugge on the throw across the diamond. And with the Rockabillys leading 9-2 over the Hoots, let's take a timeout on the Prospect League Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your device without breaking the bank, CPR can help you with that as well. Our stores carry a wide variety of certified pre-owned tablets, laptops, and smartphones, including all of the latest Apple and Samsung models. Financing is available for qualified customers. Our Y-certified technicians are ready to assist you, and our limited lifetime warranty is the best in the industry. And with hundreds of stores across the U.S., you never have to look far for fast, efficient electronic device repair. CPR. We save your mobile life.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
We are back. We're watching the new pitcher. He has not been officially announced on First Responder Night. Just number 5. Okay, we'll check our roster. And that should be Walker Williams from Arkansas State, a redshirt junior. So Williams comes on. We'll get you some totals for a fine performance by Stan Kaysen, who leaves leading. He cannot be the loser in this contest. He left the contest leading 9-2. Aristolte, well, the shortstop will lead off, followed by Brady Kuhn and then Henry Zenar. As you see the warm-up pitches being taken. And let's see if we can get some individual stats for you for the Rockabillys. Looks like Sharp went 6, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. Struck out 3 and walked 3. So that will end the book on him tonight. And like we said, Aristolte, now they've got it right. They say Maryville University. I thought that was wrong. And this is the one out of St. Louis. And again, I can only give you what I have been given. Here's the first pitch by Williams, the lefty, and he is a crafty lefty. No balls, 1 strike. That one comes high, release point a little bit high, higher than he wanted it to be. Slowly 0 for 2 tonight. Curve backdoored in there and got it. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Hoots as they are batting here in the top of the 7th. Pitch outside. You want to stay ahead in these counts now. 2-2 the count. This is the pitch that Williams really wants him on. Everybody straight away. Normal depth. Oh, that one inside made him dance a little bit. Runs the count to 3-2 with no outs here in the top of the 7th. We'll have the 7th inning stretch. Everybody sing along at home for Take Me Out to the Ball Game when that does come up. Walked him after having a good count on him, and so that puts a runner on first with no outs. Brady Kuhn comes up there. Kuhn 0 for 1 officially tonight. Walked his first time up, then flied out to right field. Don't know that they'll be inclined to run with the lefty up there. Swinging strike 1. Those left-handers can freeze you if they get a good pickoff move and work on it. Get that leg kicked up in there. You don't know whether it's gone behind enough they have to go to the plate or what, but I hated stealing off of left-handers. Lou Brock loved his stealing. Oh, the curve again. Lou Brock said he could steal better off left-handers than he could right-handers. And he was pretty good at stealing bases for the St. Louis Cardinals. 0-2 count with the runner at first, no outs. Williams ready to come to the plate. Just missing by millimicron with that breaking ball. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield at double play depth. Williams at the belt, checks the runner, comes to the plate. Fouled off. They give chase, but it's going to be way into the stands. That's one of those cellular repair foul balls. Jackson 9, O'Fallon 2. We're in the top of the 7th. Turned out to be a nice night. There goes the runner. Just missing the tag, I guess. I thought he had to swipe at it because it did come to the first base side. There's a strikeout with 1 out. And so the runner with a stolen base advances to second is Zenar. Henry Zenar, the right fielder wearing number 14, comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Singled and scored his last time up. Previously had lined out to the third baseman and flied out to center field. Leadoff man in the normal order. And a strike. Looked like the ball had a little movement like a breaking ball. Great place to come to, Rockabillys Stadium. Again, I think tomorrow night's bingo night, and I know it's Logan's night. Get you one of those programs, you can win prizes. Great atmosphere out here. Just missing with the pitch. Evens the count at 1-1 and a runner at second. Infield wants to knock it down and get an out of it. Center fielder shading to right field for the left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Catcher comes up to throw, but nobody covering. He held it wisely. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, a runner in scoring position at second. Henry Zenar is at second. Breaking ball, and oh, you knew it all the way up here. That's the reason I started going, oh, early. It came in there. It's 2-2 with that runner at second and 1 out. This is the pitch that Walker Williams wants to get. He'd love to get the strikeout right here. And you can do that with no balk. Did it properly, and looks like Walker wanted to ask the umpire something. Might have said, you may have been in my way, but he didn't have anybody covering. But umpires have done a good job tonight. I like these Prospect League umpires. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch just missing. So it's going to be 3 balls, 2 strikes. That was the pitch you really wanted to get him on, but Williams would take the strikeout here. Zenar just wants to get on base. A 3-2 pitch. Drill to the second baseman, a 1-hopper. Blimmer comes up with it. Score it 4-3. That's second baseman to first for the second out. Runner moves over to third. Of course, you can always score pass ball, wild pitch, error, base hit. And the third baseman strides to the plate. Jack Meyer wearing number 42. Jack from the University of South Carolina. No, he's actually from Lindenwood. Let's get those things done quickly. Meyer 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. They throw to third. Runner scrambled back in there. Almost looked like the old crab walk drill we used to do in football, but he got back safely. Walker Williams wants a new baseball. He gets his baseball. He'll walk back out to the mound. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs and a runner at third. We're in the 7th. 7th inning stretch coming up for the Rockabillys, who have a 9-2 lead. Here's the pitch from Williams. Breaking ball for a strike. Ready for the 1-1 pitch. And it's a ball, 2-1. Down at third is Stalde, the shortstop. Williams ready at the 2-1 pitch. High, 3-1. Don't want to get first and third. There are 2 outs in the inning. Good balanced stance by the hitter. Jack Meyer at the plate. Here's the pitch. And they said it's low. So you got runners at first and third with 2 outs. Curtis Bryan advances to the plate. Curtis had a sac fly the last time up there. He is 0 for 2 officially. He could do some damage. Holds the bat high, has that open stance. This one fouled off. First baseman gives chase, and it will hit right on top of the Hoots dugout. And all the youngsters scramble for the baseball. You want to take a souvenir home at the ballpark. Brian, a right-handed hitter. 6 foot tall, right-handed hitter, right-handed thrower. Walker Williams pitch. Just missing. 1-1 the count now. In the 7th. Still a long way to go. We got the bottom of the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th to go. Rockabillys leading. This one hit. It's up in the air, and it's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run scored. Interesting, the right fielder had a long way to come for that one. Nybrugge gets in there. He's the hitter now. Comes up there 0 for 2. He's the cleanup hitter, though. You don't want to give him a good pitch to hit. 9-3 the score now. Let's see if they're running over at first. Got him leaning back, the first base runner, and a curveball for a strike. Nyberg, the hitter. Here's the pitch. Popped up. They give chase. Second baseman will take charge. And almost a miscommunication, but pops up to the second baseman for the third out of the inning, but there was 1 run scored on 1 hit and 2 men left on base at the end of 6 1/2 innings of play. It is 9-3 in favor of the Rockabillys over the Hoots. Let's take that time out on the network here, the Prospect League Network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
And it's 7th inning stretch time, and we're going to try to pick up a little bit of it. And as Harry Carey would say, there's nothing like fun at the old ballpark. And we're going to get after this. We got some great guests from South Gibson in here, athletes all over the place, a former Union baseball player. I'm excited. I am the voice of the South Gibson Hornets, and it is great to see my people here. I got a Hornet over on my cap, too, just like the young man here. He's got a big Hornet, though. I got to get me one like that. We are ready for the bottom of the 7th. And we just had Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and it looks like Rockabillys, the catcher, will be up there. And I guess I need to switch my computer over. This time it's not the computer, it's me. And let's tell you that Brother Rockabillys, TJ, the left-handed hitting catcher, is 1 for 1 on the night. And let's check and see if there is a new pitcher on the mound. We may have to go back and check. Okay, we will have to check that and see. It looks like number 10, TJ Rockabillys, and number 10 I've got is Owen Snyder on theirs. We'll get an official. We'll get Chris to get us a number. He's really good at things like that. But it's a right-handed pitcher on against our left-handed hitting catcher. First pitch is high. Nine runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for the Rockabillys, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Hoots. The 1-0 pitch hit the left field. It should get down, and it does. And TJ is now 2 for 2 officially. On with a single here in the bottom of the 7th. And actually this is number 12, and that is, I want to say Pagorni. It is Eric Pagorni. Has a strike. Love that umpire's call. No balls, 1 strike, a runner at first. That's Rockabillys. Nice pitch there. Got to protect that plate with an 0-2 count. Rockin' Bomber at first. Whoa, hit the batter. I saw it coming as an old baseball player. I probably deserved a Purple Heart Award a few times from getting hit. And they're making the last call for alcohol. The only reason I said it is that it rhymes. We're in the bottom of the 8th, and the beer sales end at the end of the 7th inning, and we'll be going to 8th the next inning. So hit by a pitch was Rosso. And a strike thrown to Jackson Blimler. Blimler 2 for 4 tonight. Runners at first and second. No outs. Pitch outside. Infield at double play depth, outfield straight away. Runners at first and second. Pogorny checks it over, throws to the plate. Umpire trying to get the count up on the board. It's not up there right this minute. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Did it plunk him or did it hit the bat? Oh, they're gonna say they got the runner picked off at first. They say it missed him. Wow. Interesting. So picked off by the catcher, not caught stealing. Score that 2-3, catcher to first. Runner still on second, fouled off towards the third base side. Very interesting series. If this was football, I'd have my instant replay when we do games at South Gibson. But like I said, I want you to come out. Season running down right now. Lots of fun things to happen here at Rockabillys Stadium still. That got him. Boy, and you knew it too. I knew it. Everybody that's watching knew it. Strikeout. That's the first one for Pogorny. Coming to the plate, number 1 himself. Entered the night hitting .373 is Merrick Carter, the shortstop. Carter 1 for 4 tonight. Base hit, could plate a run here. 6-run lead by the Rockabillys. This one fouled off. Probably broke the bat. Let's see what they do. And Merrick Carter coming over for another piece of lumber. Wooden bat league, that's a great thing. Even though I'm an old coach, I still haven't gotten used to the aluminum bats in high school and college. An 0-1 count with 2 outs and a runner at second. Pogorny ready to bring it to the plate after checking that runner. And it's high, 1-1. Of course, these games are archived later on YouTube. If you want to go back and see, go to Worthy Road Studios YouTube page. Popped up. Let's see if the left fielder can get there, and he did. A nice running catch by Brian, actually. By Brian, that's going to end the inning. No runs. There was one hit, one man left on base. At the end of 7, Rockabillys lead 9-3 over the O'Fallon Hoots. Let's take a timeout on the Prospect League Network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Here we are, ready for the top of the 8th. And looks like, is that number 24 on for? Yes, Trent Lawrence has come in to pitch. We'll give you the book in a few moments on Walker Williams. So they bring the right-hander Lawrence in here in the top of the 8th. He'll be facing Kyle Bryan, if my book is right. Yes, Kyle Bryan, the left fielder, Tyler Lang, and Maury Weaver. Bryan 1 for 3 tonight. No, he's 0 for 2. That's the other Bryan that's 1 for 3. Kyle is 0 for 2, Lang is 0 for 3, and Weaver 1 for 3. Now, Trent Lawrence really wants to take this inning, get it over with quickly, get back in the dugout, hit in the bottom of the 8th. This one fouled off. They'll give chase to it. Will it make the screen? Oh, a great job by the catcher, T.J. Rockenbomber, for 1 out in the inning. It's fouled out, and we'll put the little hump over where the scorebooks are funny, all kinds of little gestures and movements. Tyler Lang comes up there, 0 for 3. Lang is flied out to right twice. Actually, he is flied out, according to this, 3 times tonight. Slightly open stance. Pitch comes inside. Not sweet chin music, just kind of ran him back a little bit. 3 runs, 4 hits for the O'Fallon Hoots out of Missouri. That one a strike right on the inside. Jackson, Tennessee, home of rockabilly music. Our legendary Carl Perkins. Elvis put a few trips in here, liked rockabilly music also. Dennis Bastian and his staff putting together a great team out here. And, of course, I just heard from one of the commentators that I have at 1015, been a color man for, Wesley Freeman. He's watching the game. That pitch inside, Tyler Lang from the University of South Carolina upstate, not from Columbia, but upstate is what this university is called in South Carolina. Swinging strike 3. And I believe that's Lawrence's first strikeout. 2 outs in the inning, and that brings up second baseman Maury Weaver, who singled his first trip up, flied out, and then grounded out. Weaver 1 for 3 on the night. Lawrence ready, comes to the plate, outside. You don't want to miss tomorrow night's game. Not only is it going to be a great game, but you get to hear Steve Beverly. There's a pitch inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Steve Beverly, one of the great newsmen, commentators, also professor emeritus of broadcasting at Union University. And then for the rest of the home games, Alexander Biddling should be back in here. Alexander, one of the fine young talents. And those of you that in O'Fallon, if you ever get a chance, get down to Jackson, Tennessee. Rockabilly fans, get out here. 3-0 count. We want you to get out here and support a good team. And a strike. Taking all the way. Good hitting by Maury Weaver. He wears 13. I never wore 13. I'm kind of superstitious. Some players like it. Some don't want to wear it. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And walked him. Now, that's what you don't want to do, especially when you got 2 outs. The number 8 hitter is up there now. Salty. And then the number 9 hitter, Brady Kuhn, will follow. You don't want to have the top of the order coming up in the 9th any more than you have to for the Rockabillys defensively. Pitch just missing outside, and we'll tell you what, the runner at first, Weaver, is very dangerous. He can steal a base or 2 for you. Swinging strike, evens the count at 1-1. Lawrence on the mound in relief. Rockabillys have used 3 pitchers. Pitch on the way. Just missing by that millimicron on the outside. Might have been a little low, though. Umpire has really done a good job at the plate. Both umpires have. Runner at first. 2 outs. Trent Lawrence on the mound. Missing. Just missing by a little, but a miss by a little is as good as a miss by a mile. And it should be 3-1 as the scoreboard changes there. 3-1 the count with that runner on first. Lawrence's pitch. Missed there, and he has put another runner on. So runners now at first and second via the walk. Brings in Brady Kuhn, the center fielder, who walked his first trip up, flied out, and then struck out. Shortstop Merrick Carter runs in, probably some words of encouragement. Maybe saying, Trent, old buddy, we're going to field behind you. You just make them put the ball in play, and we'll get it for you. And we got you back. There's the pat. Yeah, a very positive conversation with Merrick Carter and Trent Lawrence. 2 outs here in the inning. Still 3 runs on 4 hits for O'Fallon. 9 runs on 12 hits for the Rockabillys. Outfield straight away. Infield at normal depth. 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Strike. And the umpire emphatically puts that right arm out there. If I had an award, I'd give that young man an award. No balls, 1 strike. Lawrence out of the stretch. Checks the runner at second. Comes to the plate. Fouled off for strike 2. Now he's got him in the hole. Do you use a waste pitch or do you go after him? Some people say a temptation pitch or a tempting pitch. Let's see what the strategy is. Rockenbomber will give the signal. Lawrence has got it. Comes to the set position. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Inside. It was tight. So it's 1-2. 2 outs. 2 runners on. Brady Kuhn from Southern University at Edwardsville, Southern Illinois University. Here's the pitch. breaking ball high. That one stayed high. Evens the count. Now you got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The deuces are wild, as they like to say. This is the pitch that Lawrence really wants to get him on. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Gets away from the catcher. The runners will advance. It's a ball. It'll go to 3-2. You would have had a merry-go-round going anyway. Merry-go-round meaning the runners would have gone. Now you're with runners at second and third. And I'm going to have to score that one a pass ball. And the reason I'm going to score that pass ball is if you're down on that one as the catcher, it doesn't get under your mitt. Maybe I'm too tough on scoring. Chance to pick up 2 runs here with a base hit by Brady Kuhn. He is 0 for 2 though tonight. 3-2 pitch will be coming in just a moment. Drill to left field for a base hit. 1 run coming to the plate. The second run streaking towards the plate, and it is now a 9-4 ball game. And as Dizzy Dean would say, oh, those bases on balls. And they would kill you. Dean, a great Hall of Fame pitcher. Kuhn with a big 2 RBI hit. And he is on at first after getting that solid single. That brings the top of the order up. Henry Zenor, the right fielder. Henry 1 for 4 tonight. Last trip up, though, he grounded out second to first. He had a single back in the 5th and scored. Pitch high. Two outs in the inning. Runner going, and he's got it stolen. Had a little trouble, looked like getting out. No, he got him. I thought he had it stolen. But a nice peg, a little extra juice put on there. And that will end the inning. But 2 big runs were picked up with only 1 hit. A couple of walks hurt in that inning. Pegged out there by the catcher. And at the end of 7.5 innings of play, it is 9-4. Let's take a timeout on the Prospect League Network.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
I just got a text from my math teacher that says, Coach, you can't add. I should have failed you back in math. Score is Rockabillys 9 and the O'Fallon Hoots 5. Yeah, I added the 2 runs, but I left out adding the run that was picked up back in the 7th. We played 7.5 innings of play. The Rockabillys would dearly love, and now they're going to regret not picking up the runners they had on. The bottom of the 8th, Stan King will lead it off for the Rockabillys. Stan comes to the plate 1 for 2 tonight. Stan has scored 2 runs. He has walked a couple of times. He's struck out. He'll be facing Podgorny. Podgorny, that's the proper way to say it. Outside for a ball. Big hit by Kuhn in that last inning. There's a strike. 5 runs, 5 hits now for the O'Fallon Hoots. 9 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors for the Rockabillys. Stan King up there. He can pitch and hit. That one inside, just missed getting the uniform. Colorful uniform. See that wonderful Rockabilly on the back of it. Like I said, before school starts, folks, bring your kids out here to see a Rockabillys game. Great entertainment. Lots of contests between the innings. Minor league baseball and prospect league baseball, always fun. Swinging strike by King. And he was going for the downs on that one. That one would have been, we'd probably chased it over into the Tri-County area if he had hit it. But if Frog had a hip pocket, he'd tote a gun, carry credit cards, and have money 2-2 the count. But Gorney at the belt, comes to the plate. I think that one got him. That's going to hurt a little bit. So we get King on first, maybe something going here. Hit by a pitch. And that will bring up Jackson McCoy, who had a big triple earlier in the game. Jackson is 2 for 4, has played a very good left field tonight. There are no outs in the inning. McCoy hitting in the 5th spot in our lineup, second batter in this inning. Wears 0. A lot of people like to wear 0. Infield at double play depth. Pitch just inside. Outfield. Right fielder straight away, so is left fielder. And the center fielder shading about 5 steps off of a straight line to center field towards left field. That infield is shortened up to that double play depth, especially at short and second. Good pitch there by Podgorny. It's 1-1. Jackson McCoy would love to plate one here or at least get on way outside, but catcher did a good job of reaching out. You know, in the old days when they didn't have the brake hinge mitts, you might not have gotten that one. You would have had to shift quickly. They just had like a round area to catch the ball in and a web. Now these brake hinge ones are almost like catching with a first baseman's mitt to some degree. 2 balls, 1 strike, a runner at first. Here's the pitch. 3-1. Hitters count. Rockabillys want to avoid grounding into the double play, and the Hoots would give and enjoy nothing better than a ground ball to turn into a double play. Podgorny ready to come with that 3-1 pitch. It's 3-2. Don't know that it's no outs in the inning, so they're probably not running the runner, but don't count that out. Prospect League Baseball, very aggressive. 3-2 pitch with no outs and a runner at first. Drill down the third baseline. It could be extra bases. Runner streaking for third. He'll stand up. And standing up, Jackson McCoy at second with a huge double. That'll put runners at second and third and no outs. And that's going to be a double. Caleb Hall, who has struck out his last 2 times up, he walked back in the second. Caleb would like to not wear the collar tonight. He's 0 for 3. See if the infield comes in. They are at first and third, short and second. Well, now the third baseman backs up some, but he could still come home with it. And the pitch looked inside, and it is. 1 ball, no strike. Caleb Hall up there, the third baseman. Up that one, he didn't mean to go that far around, hits the bat, fouled off to the first base side up into the stands, and another souvenir for fans. Like I said, come out to the ballpark here at Rockabillys Stadium. Have a ton of fun. 1-1 the count. 2 runners on, no outs. Pagorni taking a long time. Comes to the plate. Swinging strike. One ball, 2 strikes. No outs. Pagorni looking for now the whole infield is in. Everybody on the grass except for the first baseman, and he's just back where the cutout is. Here's the pitch inside, making more drama at 2-2. Third baseman kind of walking in a circle. Let's see, he's going to set up in the cutout just off of the grass. Second baseman, front half his feet are on, 1 foot completely on, 1 halfway on for the shortstop. Breaking ball outside, and it's a 3-2 count. Wearing number 12, Eric Pagorni, 6'3", 185. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Threw it behind him. 1 run will score standing up. He walked the hitter, and that's a big run. Stan King scores it. Caleb Hall gets on with a walk, and now there is a runner at third, first and third with no outs. Dalton Rudd at the plate. Rudd coming up here, 2 for 4, the right-handed hitting center fielder, wearing number 21. Dalton just wants to get on, but he would like nothing better than to plate a runner. He has the big open stance, but watch the legs stride towards the pitcher as the ball's delivered. Popped up, going back. 1 run is in. A second run streaking towards the plate as that one comes off the wall. 2 runs are in. McCoy has scored. Caleb Hall has scored. And a big double for Dalton Rudd with 2 RBIs. Jackson Bryan, the designated hitter, number 17, coming to the plate. Bryan 2 for 4 tonight. He had 2 hits his first time up. He's been out the last 2. Nice curveball in for a strike. No outs in the inning. It's 10-5 now. My math teacher still sending me a text about missing that run. It was in my book. I just didn't add it in there. Outside. 1-1 the count. That runner at second. Jackson Bryan DHing. He can also catch. But the catcher is on deck. That one is a strike. Again, that umpire hasn't tired. He can get that right arm out there, and it's easy to tell what that young man is calling. Pagorni at that one, the curveball tried to sneak in there, but it was low, even if it did get across the plate. Infield is back. Outfield straight away. Fouled off. Now I've got a 2-2 count. The scoreboard disagrees with me. Now this main scoreboard agrees with me. We'll see who's right. Horney ready to bring the ball to the plate. Doesn't matter now as we've got a hit batsman. And that's the second hit batsman in this inning. Jackson Bryan will go to first. And a man that has done well. 2 for 2. Rockabomber, TJ Rockabomber, is at the plate. He not only has 2 hits, he has scored. TJ, a left-handed hitter. And missing for ball 1, and the catcher wisely goes out. There's nobody working in the pen, although it may be one of the backup catchers going down to the bullpen. And for the O'Fallon Hoots, a good move by the catcher. That buys some time. You'll probably see one of the coaches out there. There is action in that bullpen. Rockabomber, like we said, 2 for 2 tonight. Scored back in the first. He walked later in the ball game. Actually, has walked twice. He was forced out one time. There's a swinging strike. He'd like to have that pitch back. 1-1 the count. Whatever the catcher said must have helped some. But Garney ready with the 1-1 pitch. This one is hit out in the outfield. And a leaping catch by the right fielder. Zenar. The runner tags. So F9, but a sac fly as the runner advances to third. The other runner has held at first. There's 1 out, first and third. Let's see if there's a little running going on. The pitch. Yes, there is, and it's going to be, that one could be called catcher's indifference. I don't know if they'll give him a stolen base. We'll have to defer to the official score because I'm almost sure that's going to be catcher's indifference. No throw down there. The base was already stolen, and there's a swinging strike. And I'm going to tell you what, Ethan Rosso was going for the downs on that one. Ethan Rosso wears number 3, plays right field, has made a couple of good catches tonight. The 1-1 pitch, just missing outside. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Base hit, probably plates 2. Rockabillys leading now 12-7. This one fouled off. And a bunch of youngsters scrambling for that baseball. Oh, it's fun to take a baseball home from Rockabilly Stadium. And the wild man is loose here, if you can hear it. I thought it's a goat, actually, but I thought it was the wild man out there. Goats and wild men sound a little like. 2-2 the count, 2 runners on. Fouled off again. We'll do it again. There's only 1 out. We haven't had the sacks jam where I could say that ducks on the pond like our good friend minor league broadcaster Ron Potesta says, who once sit in this very booth. Here's the pitch. The umpire punches him out and says, "That's a strikeout, son. You got caught looking." 2 outs in the inning with the strikeout. I believe that's Gordy's second strikeout. Catcher's going to go out. The head coach is going to go out. And they're going to talk about it. There's a meeting of the great minds at the mound. And it looks like a new pitcher is coming on. We're going to take a timeout and try to get you some information on the new pitcher. We'll be back on the Prospect League Network.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
A damaged electronic device typically costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars to replace. But we're here to show you that there's a better way. CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. Our knowledgeable technicians have experience working with all types of smartphones, tablets, computers and laptops, MP3 players, gaming consoles, and even other electronic gadgets like drones and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
We are back, and number 35 has come into the game. That's Style Cup. He is listed on their roster as a catcher, but now he's not the only catcher that has pitched, but that's what his roster listing is. He's from SIU Edwardsville. He was a senior, 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, and he inherits 2 runners with 2 outs. And I can tell, yes, he has caught some by the way he's throwing. He's pitching out of the stretch, but he also evidently is a good relief pitcher. That one floats outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Fouled off. The hitter is Jackson Blimmer, the second baseman. Blimmer's gone 2 for 5 tonight. They've used a lot of pitching, the Hoots have, and they've still got to play here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock game time. There's one, and then they walk Blimmer, and now I can say there are ducks on the pond. Rudd at third. At second, Jackson Bryan, and Jackson Blimmer at first. Stepping to the plate is Merrick Carter. Carter 1 for 5 tonight. That one is a strike right about shoulder level by Style Cup. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Outside. 12-5 your score. The Rockabillys would need 3 runs in this inning to have a 10-run lead. That pitch outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ducks on the pond, or bases loaded if you prefer. This one popped high into the air, out into the outfield. Camping under it, making the catch, the left fielder, and that ends the inning. But the Rockabillys did pick up 2 big runs in that inning, and now lead 12-5. We're going to take a timeout and come back for the exciting 9th inning on the Prospect League Network.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
An exciting ball game tonight, going to go the full 9 innings. Leading off for the O'Fallon Hoots will be their fine right fielder. That will be Henry Zenar, who's 1 for 4, followed by Meyer, 1 for 3, and Brian, who is also 1 for 3. Top of the order up there. Trent Lawrence on. He'll be the third pitcher, or actually the third pitcher that the Rockabillys used. Kaysen Sharp started this game and should get the win if the Rockabillys hold on. 4 pitchers used, actually 5, counting the last one, Stalkup, coming in by the Hoots. It's been First Responders Night. Hopefully they all enjoyed it. Some other special nights coming up, like tomorrow night, Bingo and Logan's night. Still got a UT night coming up and a Lane College night coming up. Henry Zenar, as we told you, number 14, left-handed hitting right fielder. First pitch gets that outside corner. And Romines now has come in for Lawrence. Thought he looked different. Oh, and 2 the count. He was trying to make short order. Romines on in relief of Lawrence. That one's going to miss. Joe Romine from Freed-Hardeman University. Oh, he got him. That was a dandy inside pitch. No way the left-handed hitter could do anything that one. There is 1 out in the contest now in the 9th inning. 42, Jack Meyer, the third baseman, coming up there. He walked his last time, made it around as far as third. Meyer has 1 hit, a double back in the 5th inning. Outfield straight away and a step or 2 deeper. Infield is deep. Pitch just missing outside. Joe Romine from Freed-Hardeman University. Right-handed pitcher. He's a freshman down there, 6'1", 170. And that one down Main Street. Pretty close to being one of those Von Ryan Express pitches, but it did come down Main Street. 1-1 the count. Fast worker. Romine's coming to the plate. That one a little bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. The hitter is Meyer, the third baseman for the Hoots. Oh, that one in the dirt all the way back to the screen. We'll get a new baseball on that one. That one will become a batting practice ball probably. So a 3-1 count. The last thing Romine wants to do, he just needs to bring the Von Ryan Express down the middle of the plate. Here's the pitch. Hit towards left field. It's going to get down. The only question is it fair? And yes, it is. Should be a stand-up double. Left fielder hustling over there. You've got a 12-5 lead, a 7-run cushion. You don't want to walk the bases full, make them earn it. But that brings up Brian. And this is Curtis Bryan, who is 1 for 3. He had a single his last time up. He's hit a sacrifice fly. And a strike. Colorful uniforms by the Rockabillys. The 0-1 pitch on the way. They're stealing third. That's interesting. they've evidently picked up, and it may be something in the delivery. I thought I had spotted something, but I wanted to make sure. And they're really not holding it on because the runner at second doesn't mean anything at 12-5. 7-run lead. You want to concentrate on the hitter and getting the out. 0-2 the count to Curtis Bryan. Here's the pitch. Just missing. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, a runner at second. Rockabillys right now with a fairly commanding lead, 12 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors. Roman's pitch. Evens count at 2-2. Now he wants to get him on this pitch. You don't want to go to 3-2. O'Fallon Hoots, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors tonight. Here's the pitch. Hit up in the air and fouled off. And it hit hard on something back there. Wasn't my car, wasn't your car. So we'll do the 2-2 over again. Not even attempting to hold the runner at second, so they can get about as big a lead as you want. But if you run, you take a chance. He is running. Swinging strike, and he stole the base, but that could have easily been a strike 'em out, throw 'em out, as some people call it. Second strikeout by Joe Romines, the freshman from Freed Hardeman. That brings to the plate Andy Nybrugi. Nybrugi 0 for 3 tonight, the power hitting first baseman. They'll pitch him kind of carefully. 2 outs in the inning, runner at third. 12-5, your score. Rockabillys lead. Oh, a nice pitch right there. That one had a little mustard juice on it. Might qualify for the Von Ryan Express. You know, I need me a radar gun. That's what we need. Here's the pitch. That one low and outside. Evens the count at 1-1. We're in the top of the 9th. It's been a great night on First Responders Night here at the old ballpark. The pitch. The umpire flings that right hand out there. It's 1-2. 1 pitch away from ending this game. Now, Brugge will have to guard the plate now with 2 strikes. Romines wants to tempt him a little bit. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Second baseman. Blemmer's going to take charge. Got it, puts it away. That is the ball game. 12-5. The Rockabillys win. 12 runs, 14 hits, and 2 errors for the Rockabillys. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the O'Fallon Hoots. Tomorrow night, Steve Beverly will bring you play-by-play at 7 o'clock, 6:50 time on the pregame show. Get yourself out here to Rockabilly Stadium. For Paul Schulze, for also Billy Bolin, and my good friend Christopher Reasons, who keeps me straight all the time, and for the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios, congratulations on a big win, 12-5 to the Rockabillys. And for the Prospect League Network, thanks for your time. This time till next time, good night all.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.